June is Pride Month, and Queen City News is taking the time to share stories from our local LGBTQ plus community. And if you've been on TikTok or any other social media app, you may know who Dakota Wright is.
Oh yeah, well his mix of real life tales and trips to restaurants garners millions of views. And he also has more than 700,000 followers on TikTok and around 160,000 on Instagram.
All right, and his husband Jackson live in the Charlotte area. And Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger recently had the chance to visit with them and talk to them about the success that they've had that they said started very unexpectedly.
Hey, let's go to dinner. Jackson and I are going to the beach each. Let's go get a wave.
If you're not familiar with him now, there's a good chance you know someone who is. And if it's not the food runs.
And my angel food cake is looking fire. Tell about your outfit, Pookie.
It's the time Dakota Wright and his husband Jackson spend showing their normal lives and getting a lot of views for it. Normal for them has changed a lot in the last few years, though.
I've always had to live my life like somebody's watching. And now they are.
The two live just north of Charlotte and in many ways have become, for a lot of straight people and those not from North Carolina, two of the faces for being gay in the South. Neither sought out fame, it just kind of happened. But before we get to that...
This is the earliest. So that was in 2019. That was our engagement photo shoot.
There's another important story to tell you, how Dakota and Jackson met. Both are from Virginia with different backgrounds, but both were living in the Triad when it became love at first sight.
I lived in Winston-Salem with my parents. He lived in Greensboro. We met that way at just a nightclub in Greensboro.
Dakota was doing real estate and Jackson was and still is a nurse practitioner. They got engaged on a Bravo after show.
I just got the idea. I messaged Andy Cohen on Instagram and I said, hey, we're coming. Can we get tickets to the show? And is it possible maybe I propose in the studio?
But it wasn't until 2021 when that all kind of came together. It was a TikTok trend of showing food orders that got really popular in a very short amount of time.
We filmed it. I didn't edit it at all. I posted it. Didn't think anything of it.
That's the one from Cookout, right?
Yeah, that was the first one. I didn't think anything of it. And then, what was that, like 7 p.m.? We're upstairs watching TV at like 11 and my phone is just going bananas. White cheddar cheese bites and a side of Cajun fries.
Hey, it's Jackson. I got a cookout tray with a jumbo hamburger.
This video, by the way, to date has over 2 million views.
What do you think it was about that first video that kind of made it?
Honey, I don't know.
But it is something that has grown and grown and grown. Dakota and Jackson both can't go out these days, even in Charlotte, without being recognized. Beyond the success, there's more behind it. Dakota is upfront about his mental health and the eating disorders he's had over the course of his life. Jackson, who has a following of his own,
when I see the light come on, that's when I perform, I guess you could say.
Has seen the power of social media and its positive effect.
I've been able to be a role model for a lot of the kids with cleft lips.
Oh, yeah.
When I was younger, we didn't have anybody.
On the negative side, they say they do get messages from those who insult them. But in large part, a lot of the positive messages are coming from straight people who see gay couples in a new light, or have a kid, or who are that kid seeking acceptance of who they are. They won't deny the success that's come with that. Brand deals, Hollywood adventures, collaborations with other celebrities, but they still keep it as close to home as they can. There are no plans to move, but there is talk about the future.
I do want kids. I know that has nothing to do with social media, but... And I will not be one of the parents that put their children on social media for content. I'll make that known right now.
Until then.
Queen Legend, Slave, Boots the House Down, Mama Versace, work!
Expect some crass, a little sass, and a whole lot of heart. Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.